Hello everyone. Through this presentation, we would understand how interim injunction is applied in the cases of defamation, which include libel and slander. Reputation is a valuable and recognized legal right. Defamation occurs when someone makes a false statement that lowers another person's reputation in society. It becomes actionable when harm is caused. Defamation is of two types. One is libel and another one is slander. Libel is a defamation in permanent form, means it can be read and seen repeatedly. Because of its lasting nature, courts treat libel seriously. Slander involves spoken words. Since it is temporary, therefore courts usually require proof that actual harm was caused, unless it falls under special categories. Now, we would understand the role of interim injunction vis-a-vis defamation. An interim injunction is not a permanent injunction and therefore exists until the court decides the main case. Its purpose is to stop immediate and ongoing damage. Once defamatory content is published, damage spread quickly. Interim injunction aims to stop further circulation before the harm becomes irreversible. Once granted, both parties must follow the order. Disobedience can lead to legal penalties. Interim injunctions are granted under Civil Procedure Code Order 39, Rule 1 and 2, and the same is applicable for defamation cases. This is a discretionary relief and is granted only in exceptional cases. However, court do not grant interim injunction automatically. The plaintiff must satisfy strict legal conditions to justify such relief. All the three conditions must be satisfied together. Failure to prove even one condition can result in refusal of injunction. First condition is prima facie case, where it need to be proved that the statement is patently defamatory, false, and the defendant is responsible. It doesn't mean final proof. Second is balance of convenience. Here the court checks who will suffer more if the injunction is granted or refused. Protecting reputation often outweighs temporary restriction on speech. Third one is irreparable injury. Reputation cannot be easily repaired with damages. That's why court recognizes reputational harm as irreparable injury. Therefore, we can say that interim injunction is granted where the statement is clearly defamatory and it is beyond the truth or fair comment. Further, malicious intent is evident. However, interim injunction can be refused if the statement appears to be opinion, it is a matter of public interest, further truth or justification is arguable. Judicial precedents plays a crucial role in defamation cases. These case laws guides limits of free speech and when injunction should be granted. They help courts maintain consistency and ensure that injunctions are granted only in deserving cases by maintaining a balance between reputation and expression. Now, we would learn about some important cases in defamation. First one is Tata Sons Limited versus Greenpeace International in 2011. It's a Delhi High Court case. This case involved a conflict between corporate reputation and freedom of expression through satire and parody. The court examined whether the content was defamatory or merely an expression of opinion on a public issue. The court held that the content was not defamatory and emphasized criticism of corporate actions on public issues cannot be restrained through injunctions. This case established that interim injunction should not silence legitimate criticism especially in matters of public concern. There is another important case, R. Rajagopal versus State of Tamil Nadu in 1994. It is also known as Auto Shankar case. In this case, the government attempted to prevent publication, fearing reputational damage, and raised constitutional concerns. The Supreme Court refused injunction and held that free speech cannot be suppressed in anticipation of defamation. There cannot be any prior restraint on publication of autobiography. This case strongly influenced how courts handle interim injunction in defamation matter. As such, it can be understood that interim injunctions are exceptional and the courts avoid gag orders. Reputation vis-a-vis free speech must be balanced, and in cases of defamation, public interest is a strong defense. Both the cases shows that courts lean towards protecting freedom of expression unless defamation is obvious and malicious. To conclude, defamation law balances two rights, the right to reputation and freedom of speech. Interim injunctions are temporary court orders meant to protect reputation but must not suppress the free speech. In defamation cases, interim injunctions are powerful but carefully controlled remedies guided by judicial precedents. This is all for today. Thank you.
This series would be continued further to explain important aspects of injunction. This would be helpful to all the individuals, including professional in legal fields. Do continue to watch our series and share your feedback by way of comment. If found helpful, please like and share as much as possible and subscribe.